Hey guys, Buffering Game back today, bringing you a video for our weapon blueprint series for our Cold War weapons. Today we're going to cover the shock value weapon bundle in shop here, which is available, I believe, earlier this week. And we get this Surge Protector blueprint here for the DAO-12 with a new shotgun that was released here in game. So we'll go ahead and I'll show you how to unlock this, what you do for it, and then how it performs in game in Cold War multiplayer. So jumping into it, you can see the bundle here available in shop for 1,200 COD points. And what you get with this is the Surge Protector shotgun. Shotgun Charlie is the third shotgun available here. The new one for the mid-season shotguns for Season 1 of Black Ops Cold War. We get the Van de Graaff Charm, the Experimental Emblem, and a Laser Bolt sticker. So all that available in shop for 1,200 COD points. So let's back out and we'll take a look at the actual shotgun itself. So here we have our final design for the shotgun. So first off, you can see it here. This is the DAO-12 essentially. And I'll probably do a separate conversion video on that. This one's just covering the bundle itself. So really how you unlock this shotgun at base itself should now be available now that this is in shop. But you can see here, if we look at the unlock criteria here, you need to be using this shotgun, get 3 kills without dying in 15 different matches. So kind of an annoying shotgun criteria. You can do the 3 kills, leave the game, and you should be able to unlock this. I'm not sure if it's still bugged or not, as it was earlier on in the season when people were and weren't able to unlock it. So hopefully it's unbugged now, but now at least you can purchase this in shop for 1,200 COD points. And you get this shotgun basically with all the attachments you would need, unless you maybe wanted the agency suppressor to keep it suppressed. But you have a really good weapon here that really, I'm looking forward to even use this in Warzone. I think it'll be very, very effective, especially close range. So go ahead and back it out and we'll jump into this. You can see here, we'll go into our Surge Protector. Now the the attachments that come on this shotgun, if we go ahead and the Street Sweeper shotgun, now we have it selected, we'll go ahead and look at it. So optic, you get the quick dot LED. So interesting, there's only 3 attachments for optics here with this weapon. Quick dot LED, again, just a straightforward red dot sight, nothing special about it. It's going to give you that 1.25 zoom magnification here for a red dot. Skip out on the muzzle, but you can see the attachments you would have here. I believe it's the same as the other shotguns for the most part. You may eventually want the agency choke here. That'll give you, again, sound suppression, or muzzle flash concealment, hipfire, and ADS speed. However, you also have a SOCOM blast mitigator. So there's different options here as well as a sound suppressor. So you have different options here as well, but nothing available here. So you're going to have to unlock the weapon and probably play with it to unlock those attachments. But the barrel you can see is the 14.6 Ranger, which is going to increase your effective damage range by 30%. Cons of the aim, walking, movement speed, it's going to be decreased by 35%. But if you look at the other barrels here, you can see this is probably the best barrel, the Ranger that comes on this weapon. You have the 13.7 Extended, which gives you only 12% effective damage range. The 14.6 Cavalier, which is for vehicles, which really isn't useful. The refined or the reinforced heavy barrel is going to give you a 12% effective damage range and a 9% fire rate increase. But you can see here the Ranger is going to give you that 30% damage increase versus these other ones. You don't get any of it. You get a 72% damage with the 4.4. However, you really want that effective damage rate. I feel is really good. But if you're going to use it for CQC, this last one, the 14.4, is probably going to be really, really good. However, whether that performs that way in Warzone is yet to be determined, as a lot of the attachments are bugged and not working as they're described. So right now, the 14.6 effective damage range seems to be a really good attachment for this weapon. Now the body, the laser this comes with is going to be the steady aim laser. It's going to increase your hipfire accuracy by 20%, which is really nice. No cons there as well. You can see, obviously, the SWAT 5 milliwatt may be a little better. You can go by 35%. However, I think this is a really good weapon. Really, all you probably need for this is the steady aim laser. You have no cons with this. It's really a perfect weapon attachment here for the laser on this shotgun. Next up for the magazine, it's going to come again with a really good unlock here. So you're going to go, I'm not sure what the base is. I'm going to assume it's probably 12 with this DAO-12 with the Street Sweeper. So you get the, apparently you get a Stenag 18-round drum. So obviously Stenag is wrong. It's not a Stenag mag, but you do get an 18-round drum mag on this for max ammo. So this is going to be the final attachment you would unlock with this and the one you want. So 50% maximum ammo capacity, 50% max starting capacity, and 50% more ammo capacity. The cons are the reload quickness is going to be very, very slow, as you'll see in game with this. But again, you have 18 rounds for CQC engagements. This as well as probably the some of the other, I believe, what's the other shotgun? We have some of the other shotguns for Modern Warfare, especially. This may be one of the more competitive ones, if not one of the best, pending some of how the other attachments handle. But we'll go ahead. Now the handle on this is going to be blank, so you have to unlock these yourself. And the stock option is going to be the Sas Combat Stock. This is going to be 5% increase to shooting movement speed, 20% increase to aim, walking, movement speed, and the cons being the hip fire accuracy for this weapon. So this is the Street Sweeper with the Surge Protector blueprint. Really good blueprint to use right off the bat, especially I've seen a few folks who are using this in Warzone. And as we jump into the gameplay here, I'll just show you how this handles in Cold War multiplayer. You can see basically at close range in multiplayer, it's going to be a 2-shot kill. Unless you're right up in their face, it may or may not be a 1-shot kill. It's hard to tell just because of playing against bots here. I believe maybe one of them I 1-shot and he went flying halfway through the game here, and you'll see. But I think he might have been hurt previously. Not quite sure, but just keep an eye on it. You'll be able to tell yourself whether it's a 1 or 2-shot up close. But you have to be right in someone's face if it's going to be a 1-shot. Most of the testing I did here, it's going to be a 2-shot kill. Handles really, really well. And again, this is fully automatic. You don't need to semi-auto tap the trigger on this. It's going to go full auto. Just hold it down and you're going to spray. So it's very, very effective shotgun. With an 18-round drum, it does quite a bit of damage. And like I said, I did run this in Warzone the other day. And the damage that was dealt to me with this, especially at a long range. This guy opened up on me probably, I would say, at like 20 meters. And he was able to get me. Granted, I was a little hurt at the time, but he finished me pretty quick with his shotgun. So, interesting with that effective damage range barrel that this comes with. That's probably the reason. I'm really, really interested, like I said, to see how this handles in Plunder and Warzone. Take it in and test it out. But you can see here, in Cold War multiplayer, again, just playing against bots, it handles really, really well. I think definitely probably one of the best shotguns in the game right now. It's besides the Sas 12, I think is also really, really good. Specifically in Warzone as well. We've been playing a lot with that in some of our private games we have on stream. But a really, really good shotgun. Now, the Street Sweeper, again, is based off of the DAO-12, essentially, is what this weapon is. I'll cover that in a separate video for the weapon conversions, most likely. But the DAO-12, again, very, very, very nice-looking shotgun. Kind of, I always thought it looked a little awkward, but again, I guess you kind of grow an appreciation for it as you play with it. So a pretty interesting looking shotgun as well, like I said, but it handles really well. The rate of fire on this, again, it's full auto. I'm not sure overall what the rate of fire is. At base, it comes, I believe it's around 300 rounds per minute. The base ammo should be around 12, which I said, but here we have the upgraded to 18. It's going to be very, very slow reload time, however, on this weapon. So very definitely you don't want to get caught reloading this thing in awkward situations. It's going to do quite a lot of going to slow you down quite a bit if you need to reload this within a firefight. So you can see, you'll see in the gameplay here, just me reloading it. It takes literally forever to reload. So you're definitely going to want to do it behind cover or while you're moving. You can just see I'm sprinting around while reloading this thing, and it's taking literally forever to do. So you definitely want to be wary of that. Don't get caught reloading with this thing. Now, you see a couple times here, even though I'm against bots, I'm able to get out of this and actually be able to shoot people when canceling the reload animation. But again, it's pretty slow, so you definitely don't want to get caught in this. Now, in real life, this is based off of the Armsel Striker, or the DAO-12 as it's also known. It's a South African shotgun. Place of origin, it's been in service since 1993 through present. And mass overall, when it's loaded, is going to be 4.4 kilograms. However, with the 18-round drum, it's going to be a little bit more. The length overall for this weapon is going to be 792 millimeters, or 31.18 inches. And again, that's with the stock opened up. With it folded, it's going to be 20 inches. So you take off about 10 inches there, the overall length. The barrel length of this weapon, multiple different barrel lengths, ranging from either 7.5 inches all the way to 18.5 inches. And here you can see with this barrel, we have a 14.6 inch, which is right in line with a real life barrel length at 14 inches. So it's a little bit over, but again, pretty close to being accurate. The cartridge is obviously 12 gauge shells, shotgun shells. Action is a rotating cylinder for this, okay? We're used to seeing, like, with ARs, like a rotating bolt. Something like that. This is a rotating cylinder. Feed system is going to be 12-round revolving cylinder, or a 7-round cylinder on a compact mod, on different compact models. However, this one, you can obviously upgrade to different size drums. This one being an 18-round drum. You can see the base shotgun and even the other ammo capacity that I showed is going to be just a smaller drum. Nothing special about the feed system there. Just going to be a rotating cylinder drum mag as well. And then the optics, you have removable optic sights as well. And you can see here on this one, we have basically a Picatinny rail system. Now, even though this has been in service since 1993, the design was in 1981. So Ideally, since Cold War multiplayer takes place in 1983-84, this is going to be one of the earlier versions of the weapon. However, it looks a little bit more newer for the most part versus the early design model. So they're definitely taking liberties since the design took place in 81, didn't go in service till 1993. So it's a bit ahead of its time for the in-game purposes here. I guess you could say it would be the preliminary model of the weapon, but definitely a little early. But let me know what you guys think of this weapon overall. Again, this is the Street Sweeper shotgun, the brand new shotgun here. Basically supposed to be the halfway weapon, or the weapon released halfway through Season 1. However, I know a lot of people were able to get it early and get the criteria done early to unlock it. Just a matter of whether or not you were able to use it in Warzone. So I did see this in Warzone the other day. Now that I have this, you should be able to take it into Warzone. I'm going to test it out, and we'll probably cover a separate video on that, how it handles. Because I know in the past, shotguns have been pretty overpowering in close range engagements. So definitely if you're clearing houses or something like that in CQC environments, this is going to be a really good one to have, I'm assuming, especially because you have the 18-round drum magazine on this, and it's fully automatic, so it should be a lot of fun to use in CQC. Maybe be something that could counter the MAC-10 in very, very close ranges. However, remains to be seen. But usually shotguns do overpower the SMGs. However, you need to be range specific with that. The MAC-10 right now definitely still needs a little bit of a nerf, because it can be used probably out to like 30-40 meters. I've seen it being used. It should be much closer ranges in my mind for a MAC-10. But this DAO-12, again, if you're right up in someone's face, it's gonna usually win these gunfights. So definitely good for clearing houses and buildings, things like that is where this thing's going to excel, or in extreme close ranges. I would say within probably 20 meters at max is where you want to be using this thing. However, I haven't tested it in Warzone, so we'll have to see what the damage profile looks like, as everything is really different in Warzone. So it could be greater, could be less, not really sure yet. Gonna have to test it out. But let me know what you guys think of this down below. This is the Street Sweeper shotgun for the blueprint called the Surge Protector. Let me know what you guys think. Have you bought this? Again, 1,200 COD points in store. Not a fan of the camouflage on it, but again, to have a free shotgun and not have to go through the criteria is good. I don't play too much Cold War multiplayer, just really what I need to unlock weapons for Warzone. But should be interesting. I think the unlock criteria should also work in Plunder if you want to give that a try as well. So let me know down below what you guys think of the Surge Protector, or the Street Sweeper as it's called in game, or as we know it in real life as basically the DAO-12 shotguns. Let me know down below, are you going to be purchasing this bundle, or are you just going to be unlocking it the free way to get it as a free weapon? Probably a little bit easier, but if you don't want to go through the hassle of that, go ahead and take the easy way out with the 1,200 COD points. But I'll leave you guys with that. Leave you with some gameplay just so you can see how this thing handles. Just running around with it here against bots again. You can just see how devastating it is. Even when you ADS, the range seems pretty decent on this thing. So I'll let you guys take a look at the gameplay and judge it for yourself if you want to get this. I'd say overall, is the bundle worth it? Really, for me, I don't play much multiplayer for Cold War, but for Warzone, I think it'll be a nice addition to have. So if you have the time to unlock it naturally, I would say go with that. But if you just have extra COD points to blow, I would say might as well go ahead and try this. But let me know down below what you guys think. Till next time, this is Buff Nerd Gaming with this Surge Protector blueprint here in Black Ops Cold War. Next time, Buff Nerd Gaming, out.